How do you respond when people are actually shocked you could vote for President Trump? Hopefully you respond with facts and policy if they're actually willing to listen. But a majority of Bible-believing Christian voters and conservatives supported Donald Trump in 2016, not because they liked him as a person, but because they support his policies. So please, don't fall for the propaganda campaign out there and the tedious talking points about how horrible a human being Trump is. When you discuss voting in this election, focus on policies and party platforms, not on personality. I'm David Fiorazo, and this is Christ and Culture. I saw a great post on Kevin Sorbo's Facebook page about responding in that moment when someone says, "I can't believe you would vote for Trump." I also came across an outstanding article by Wayne Grudem at The Stream called Letter to an Anti-Trump Christian Friend. Now, both Sorbo and Grudem give you some ammo when having conversations about what you support and why. Because most people can only talk about what they're against, right? So when someone asks, throw them off balance by saying, "I'm not voting for Trump. I'm voting for unborn babies that have a right to live, for pro-life policies, and for valuing every single human life. I'm voting for originalist judges and the next Supreme Court justice to protect the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, for continued appointments of conservative judges. I'm voting for the First Amendment, especially freedom of religious expression and freedom of speech. I'm voting for the Second Amendment and the right for citizens to defend our lives and our families. I'm voting for strong support of Israel because the Bible says God will bless those who bless Israel and curse those who curse Israel. For the U.S. Embassy move to Jerusalem, and I'm voting for continued historic peace efforts in the Middle East. I'm voting for school choice, for true history to be taught again in schools, and for parents to have more rights when it comes to the radical sexual indoctrination in public school curriculum. I'm voting for a rare president that did not start a war, who is strong on national defense, rebuilt the U.S. military, and truly cares about our veterans, and for an end of America's involvement in foreign conflicts and the return of our troops. I'm voting for secure borders, for the wall, to reform our immigration system. I'm voting for the police to be respected once again, and to ensure law and order in our cities and streets. For criminals to be prosecuted and not bailed out by the left. I'm voting in favor of the defeat of ISIS and for killing radical terrorists who hate America and want to attack us. I'm voting for a free market economic system and against socialism, for lower taxes, and for our jobs to remain in America and not be outsourced again to China, Mexico, and other foreign countries. For the president who ushered in record high number of jobs for minorities and presided over historic low unemployment. I'm voting to keep America first, for lifting up American workers and families, for fewer government regulations, for unleashing American energy production. I'm voting for the Electoral College and the free republic we live in, to not be forced, fined, or taxed by government for not having health insurance or having the wrong kind. I'm voting to expose evil and fight against child trafficking, for restrooms, locker rooms, and single-gender sports teams that should be restricted to people of one biological sex or the other, for truth and science to prevail over delusions and moral relativism. I'm voting for freedom of conscience. Why? Because government should not force Christians to use their business or artistic skills to convey a message approving of same-sex marriage, or to use their medical skills to perform an abortion, or to use pharmacies to distribute drugs that cause abortions. I'm voting for the right to speak, to share my opinion, and to not be censored. I'm not just voting for one person. I'm voting for the future of my country and, God willing, for generations to come. Period. Now, if they're still listening after all that, ask them, what are you voting for? God bless you. Please go vote and keep speaking the truth about things that matter. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Most of you know our show is being censored by big tech. It's hidden, really, on YouTube, Facebook, Sadly, this impacts our long-term ability to produce the show, so we're tackling the problem by launching our brand new Patriot Club. Look at this beauty, right? For a $99 tax-deductible donation, you'll not only keep our show going, but we'll ship you this stainless steel tumbler etched with the American flag, and freedom never tasted so good. Visit patriotclub.us to show your support. That's patriotclub.us. Thank you and God bless.